78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Y'all smash that like button and hit the subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, please share the video. All right, today I'm going to talk about sneaker culture. Right, I've been seeing a lot of videos come up in my feed about the death of sneaker cultures. Oh, the satisfying end of sneaker culture. Oh, I'm so glad sneaker culture is done. Like, I'm sitting there like, what the? First and foremost, there will never be the death of sneaker culture. The problem is people don't understand what sneaker culture actually is. Okay, real sneakerheads and sneaker culture. This stuff was born in the streets. Okay, some of your most popular shoes that people still wear to this day was born in the streets. Right, people of poverty strive. People who had nothing, they strive to have something to give the impression that they had money. They wanted something to make them feel good about themselves. They have a clean pair of sneakers, a clean pair of shoes that you know cost $50, $60, $100 way back in those days meant something, right? And it was almost it was a flex, right? It was a flex back in those days. So a lot of kids in the streets wanted to be like their big brothers, their uncles, whoever was out there on the block hustling from sun up to sundown, doing their thing out there in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Getting money however they had to get to the money, right? Once the dress shoes went out of style to a degree, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And the pimps and player shifted, which, you know, pimps and players still here. They never went nowhere. But you know what I'm saying? Once the dope came into the streets really heavy and dudes was running up and down the block like that, you know, they felt more comfortable in sneakers, tennis shoes, right? So you had a lot of different shoes. You had the Gucci shoes for the big ballers who was really getting it like that. You had the Pumas. Pumas was hot in the hip hop culture back in the day. You know what I'm saying? The Puma suede joints in hip hop culture. And, you know, and they came from, you know, 1968. They really got hot at the Olympics. But you know what I'm saying? The Pumas was real hot in New York. Air Force Ones got put on heavily. The black community built them up. Right, they blew them up in Baltimore on the East Coast. Baltimore blew up the Air Force Ones, and from there, all throughout the East Coast, the Air Force Ones was a thing, and from there they spread everywhere. All right, different colors of Air Force Ones, and to this day, Air Force Ones are still the deal. All right, but they came from the streets. All right, airmax 90s. airmax in general, to this day, is still all of them. You know what I'm saying? All airmax was pretty much shoes from the streets. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they were made for runners and all that kind of stuff. And you know, runners and stuff, they wore them, but the streets really blew up them shoes. And to this day, the people who wear Air Max 1s, people who wear Air Max 90s, Air Max 95, Air Max 97s, they in the streets most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Now I know I'm not saying that they're the only people who wear them, but you get the point. Now, Jordans. Jordans, man, Jordans was just a lifestyle shoe, not just a basketball shoe. It definitely was a basketball shoe, but a lifestyle shoe as well. Jordans, you made a statement with the Jordans, man. Jordans will forever be loved. I don't care what y'all say. You know, listen, my first pair of Jordans, 1991. I always wanted some Jordans, man. I wanted the Jordan 4s. I want the 3s. Pops would never give them for me. You know, it cost too much money. He said, I'm not spending all that money on no Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The hell with Michael Jordan. You know, that's what he used to always say, you know? So, I can get, he got me, I got Nikes, I got Reebok, all that kind of stuff, but he wouldn't get me no Jordans because of the price. So, I had all my school clothes laid out, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm saying tomorrow I'm going to go to school, I'm going to be killing them. Whoa. I'm saying, I wish I had the Jordans, but it's all good, right? And Pops came in my room. Never gonna forget this. Came in my room, right? And he had a box. He gave them to me. It was the black box with the Jordan Jumpman logo up there. Gave them to me, and I knew what they was right away, man. He said, all right, keep them clean. Looked at them shoes, man. And to this day, the Air Jordan 6, black infrared is my favorite shoe. I got like 12 pair of them jokers right back here. Now, That's my favorite shoe because it's nostalgic to me. It means a lot to me. It was my first pair of Jordans ever, so it's the best shoe ever to me. Now, that shoe, Jordans in general, was a cultural thing, right? People, we would go to school. Everybody was competing on how many different colorways of the Jordans you have, how many lace locks did you have, all of that, bro. It was a flex. That's what people did, right? All the way up until the mid '90s, where we used to skip school, go get the Jordans coming out. We'll skip school and come back to school with the fresh pair on. That's just what we did. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Air Force Ones was the same way. Air Force Ones, you get you a good clean pair of Air Force Ones, especially the white ones. You gotta have them in your repertoire. So, but the only thing about the white Air Force Ones is those were another status symbol for how much money you supposedly had, because the white Air Force Ones, if they constantly was clean, it's hard to keep them clean, hard to keep them crease free. So if yours was constantly clean, constantly crease free, then people assumed that you had multiple pair, right? And if the more pair you had, the better, right? So people still to this day have that in their mind. Now, so people like me and people who like y'all who love sneakers, right? And you actually buy the stuff that you wear. Sneaker culture never gonna die. You're always gonna love sneakers. You're always gonna wear sneakers. The people who are saying sneaker culture is dead are the Johnny-come-latelys, the wannabes. And let me tell you what that means, right? I ain't dissing nobody. I'm just telling you something. I'm giving you some game on this. A lot of people, this is where the sneaker game started getting messed up, in my opinion. It was fun when we could go out to the mall and dudes would camp out. I personally wouldn't camp out, but I would pay people to camp out for me, right? So I would have my guy, hey man, if you're going to be out there, waiting to get the shoe, man, grab me a pair and I'll give you, something extra, right? So now, what messed the game up is the people who were into the sneakers, once the internet became popular and you could go click a button and create bots in order to buy up as many pair of shoes as you want and all these different fake IP addresses and stuff, it took the fun out of the sneakers. Because now, when we used to go to the mall and look for, you walk through Foot Locker, walk through Foot Action, and I don't even think they got Foot Action no more. Foot Locker, Foot Action, Finish Line, Champs, all them different stores, you go through and looking for the particular shoe that you wanted, right? Now they got them online. But what happened is, putting them online gave power to nobodies. Now, this is what I mean. This is why I say y'all might be offended. People who otherwise you wouldn't even talk to at school. People who you otherwise wouldn't even know. You would walk right past them in the mall. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't cross paths, right? You in the streets doing what you doing. These people are somewhere playing with Pokemon cards or whatever they do, right? No disrespect to them, right? But when they seen, this is a way for me to be somebody. This is a way for me to be noticed. So they code with the internet. They geeks, right? They code with the internet. So what they do is they get on the internet with these bots. Boom, 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 boom. They got like 50 pair of these shoes that we all looking for in the street. So now you looking for these shoes, and then, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now your son, now your son telling you, hey, Pop, I know who got them Jordans you looking for. Who? What are you at? My friend Sebastian got them. Sebastian? Yeah, he got plenty of them. Sebastian the plug. What? So then you go meet Sebastian. This dude looked like he from Nirvana or some type of stuff, right? This dude, like, what he know about? How did you get your hands on all these? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? This dude is a reseller, right? So he buying up all the shoes. So now instantly he becomes somebody. Now he's the plug. Now you got Sebastian number in your phone. Sebastian just snuck his way into your life. He just snuck his way into your culture. And he getting paid. Sebastian ain't charging you $215 for the shoe. Sebastian want $400 for the shoe. And if you really want the shoe and you got a couple dollars, you're like, man, whatever, man. I can't find nowhere. So now you pay. I got so many shoes behind me that I paid way over the price for. because I couldn't find them in the store, right? Because resellers, Sebastian type cats, was getting them and making their stuff important, interjecting their stuff into our culture, into our lifestyle, when they really don't have it. It's not in their heart. You know what I'm saying? And then before you know it, these people like Sebastian, the Pokemon cat, is telling you what's hot and what's not. Sebastian, imagine Sebastian telling me what's a brick. Oh man, that's a brick. Oh, them shoes sitting. Oh, them shoes ain't. Brother, you can't tell me nothing about nothing, bro. You can't tell who is. And then I see people my age and older listening to cats like Sebastian about what's hot in the street. How you gonna tell me what's hot? I was so happy when them cave stone Jordan 4s was sitting, and I said, "Oh yes, I would have got me like 5 pair of them. I got some downstairs. I got some back here. Them beautiful shoes, and I love the fact that they sit, right? Oh, the what's them joints up here? The Pure Money 3s. Oh, Pure Money, they sitting. It's a brick. They sitting. Great. Go get 4 pair of those. And I got them from the outlet down in the Nike outlet. Got them for like $150. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna rock them. I don't care. But I don't care nothing. I don't buy shoes because some youngster tell me it's hot. I buy shoes because I think it's hot. I think it's dope. Some shoes that everybody else think is dope, I don't got because I don't think it's hot. I don't like the Travis Scott stuff. That's young boy stuff or whatever. I don't like the aged, dirty look. That's not my thing. The vintage, I am vintage. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? That's me. I am vintage. I am fine wine. I don't have to age something to make it look like it's more important than what it is. It's ridiculous. So anyway, that's, people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody. I think them like chocolate colored Travis Scotts, they kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? I can see, I like earthy tone type of shoes anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? But my point was saying all that is to say, I'm not gonna let no kid tell me what's hot, right? And the problem with sneaker culture that I see today is that it's a lot of people my age and older taking instructions from Sebastian type cats, and Sebastian can't tell me shit. I'm just being honest with you. No disrespect to all you Sebastians out there, but you can't tell me what's hot, bro. You can't like it's not finna happen. Ain't none of you dudes finna tell me what's hot, especially when you wearing some shoes that came out when I was a kid, right? And I bought them at the original time, and you on like the 5th edition of the shoe, and you like trying to tell me, oh no, that's not, you know, OG, don't nobody wear that no more, OG. I don't care. I got a closet full of Coogee sweaters, $600 a pop. I wish you would tell me I can't wear them no more. Says who? Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. I'm gonna buy what I want to buy, what I think is dope. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like Jordan 11 highs. I don't. I like the lows because I'm older now. You know what I'm saying? My joints ain't what they used to be. I like to slip on the lows real quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Jordan 1s too much because they hurt my feet. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of ones up there, some, you know, a couple of ones that I like, you know what I'm saying? A couple colorways that I like, you know what I'm saying? Most of them is the pinnacle joints and stuff like that, right? I like 3s, I like 4s, most of them, you know what I'm saying? And of course, like I told y'all, my favorite, my beaters, the ones I'm gonna rock to the death of me. I'm always gonna rock these Jordan 6s, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you can tell I wear my shoes, you know what I'm saying? So, and I got like 12 pair of them, you know what I mean? And I buy them in bulk, so that way I can always have them. When everybody else's get dirty, I can, you know what I'm saying? Mine gonna be fresh, you know what I'm saying? You know, but anyway, regardless, man, I think that the problem with sneaker culture is that the streets started listening to kids on the internet, telling them what's a brick and what's hot and what's gonna sit. And I'll be listening to these dudes like, what you mean? Oh, them sitting. So, do you like them or not? You ain't said nothing about it if you like them. You wait and see if they sell out before you say you like them. Like, what kind of follower? Bro, y'all messed up the sneaker game. Y'all did. All you dudes like that. That's like going to see a movie only if you find out that the movie is breaking records. Oh, I gotta go see that. That's they saying that movie breaking records. I gotta go see that. So that's my problem, man. I think that's, in my humble opinion, what's wrong with the sneaker culture is that right there. You know what I'm saying? It's people my age and older taking instruction from Sebastian type characters. You know what I'm saying? Them youngsters, them resellers who just got in the game to make a couple dollars, and then when the money started running out and people getting broke, look, the streets, people still getting money in the streets and people still buying Jordans. When I'm out there shaking and moving, I still see people wearing Jordans. My son's still wearing Jordans. My grandson got Jordans. So I don't know what y'all talking about, the death of sneaker culture. It ain't gonna never happen, not on my watch. Because everybody in my house gonna have J's on. So I don't get it. That's my opinion. 78 Sports TV, salute to the mighty LDBC. I'm up out of here though. Smash that like button. Check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/78 Sports TV. I'm up out of here though. Deuces.